Hey lovelies, it's Banafsha Yapa back with another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to sew fringes and the ribbon of blue on a dress. So grab your sewing machine and your fabric and let's get started. The very first thing that you want to do is pick out your fabric. In my case, I'm going to be picking out fabric for my daughter. So I chose this bright pink summer dress. For your first sewing project, you always want to pick out fun colors or your favorite color or any type of garment that you like. Because if you pick out something boring, you're not going to want to finish the project or want to even start on it. So pick out a project that is going to be fun for you and that you would like. Next, I'm going to select my fringes or fringe that I want to go with my dress. And here you will see me matching up each fringe to the dress to see which one was the best looking and complemented the dress. And I decided that the bright pink and purple fringe would be the better look for this project. And here you see the pink and purple. It looks very good. Yeah! Here's some slight advice. When you are sewing, please get organized. As you can see here, I am not organized. I have everything all over the place. You see me reaching for the same fabric or ribbon twice. I got confused a couple of times. And as a beginner, you'll get frustrated very, very fast because you're not organized and you already don't kind of know what you're doing. You're doing a trial and error type of thing with sewing. So please be organized when you're sewing, because you don't want to start and not finish your project. Now I'm going to take a safety pin and place it right in the middle of the back of the dress. I do this as like a little guiding point so I'll know where I will start and finish my fringe and my ribbon of blue. You'll see that I'm going to be a little off. I'm not going to be directly in the middle, but I don't mind my sewing to be a little off because at the end of the day, this is something fun I like to do. Next is to prepare your garment. You want to make sure that your fabric is laid out perfectly. I am about to align my fringes, and you just want to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be, because you don't want to start sewing and then something get caught in the machine or something messes up and causes your needle to break or anything. So just make sure that you take your time and make sure that your fabric and what you're going to sew is straight and neat and exactly the way you want it. This is going back to what I said previously. I'm using that safety pin as my middle point, and I'm lining my fabric up right under the safety pin where I want my fringe to be sewn in at, and I'm just using that safety pin as a marker. Here comes the fun part. I'm setting myself up to start sewing. I'm moving my string and the sewing begins. At this point, I'm going to go back and forth a couple of times. I'm doing this to lock in my stitch so that the fabric will never ever move when my baby is wearing her dress. I can throw it in a washing machine and the thread isn't going to come out. She can rough play or do whatever she want to do. When you're sewing, you want whatever you're sewing to be intact so much that it's almost like you bought it that way. because you would hate to wear your garment and it's falling to pieces and stuff is falling off, and it's tacky. It doesn't look good, and it will make you look like a noob. So make sure that you stitch the beginning of your fabric a couple of times so that it won't move. Throughout my sewing process, I am lining everything up. Every time I move, you see me stretching the fabric out just a little bit. I'm not pulling it, but I'm just stretching it out because I want to control where my thread goes. I don't want my thread to control me. I'm also making sure that the dress is lined up the entire time that I am sewing and keeping everything nice, neat, and precise, because like I said, your daughter or whoever is going to be wearing this garment, so you don't want it to look like you made it. You want it to look like you just bought it out of not Victoria's Secret, oh Lord, wherever you buy it from, you want it to look like wherever you bought it from, okay? So make sure your stuff is nice and neat. I'm at the end of sewing my fringes back at that middle point where the safety pin is. I'm lining up my fringes on top of the beginning fringe so that it won't be a gap once I sew everything together. This part is really important because it's the top part of the fringe, and this is probably the part that people are going to see. So like I said, I am overlaying the fringe so that it won't be a gap once I finish, and I'm doing that back and forth method to lock in my stitch so that it won't come apart. And we're done. All you have to do is unlatch the fabric from the machine, cut the thread, and you're finished. And that is how you sew fringes on a garment. This is the finished product. I thought we was gonna have time to show the ribbon of blue, but this video is long enough. So please watch the next video to see how I sew my ribbon of blue on top of my fringes. Thanks for watching. Bye, lovelies.